Welcome, everybody. It's good to be back in person, and it's an exciting time of year for us. You know, coming off an NCAA tournament berth last year and having a majority of our team back, it's been an exciting offseason. We have a lot of momentum right now around the community within our program, and certainly excited to get back out there again. It's been a good offseason. The guys have done a nice job. I think really. Putting in kind of the time and focus and staying hungry the way we wanted them to following a year like we had last year. So excited to, see how this year plays out. We've got an exciting schedule. For non-conference, we think we've really challenged ourselves, to get out there and give ourselves some opportunities to win some games, some meaningful games. And then I think the conference this year will be as good as it's been in a long, long time. I think from top to bottom, the Valley's, could be one of those years where it's just really special. I think you have a handful of teams that really have some postseason aspirations, and then a lot of teams with the transfer portal and things that I think are going to be, you're always going to have those one or two teams each year that just sneak up on some people. So should be an exciting basketball season. Get to do it with fans this year, so we're looking forward to that as well. Any questions from y'all? Yeah, late in the year there, we hit the injury bug again with Roman Penn and Tank missing that kind of final stretch. So having those two guys back and healthy again, certainly helps with their experience that they have and provide, and the depth on top of that. Late in the year last year, we got really limited in the amount of guys we were playing, so guys were having to play heavy minutes to finish it. So I think one of the qualities this team will have, if we can stay injury-free is our depth this year. I really like our balance from top to bottom.
Coach, you got all that experience coming back, older guys, but what's your biggest concern with this team this upcoming season?
Yeah, we talked a lot about it. I think the biggest thing when you have a lot of returners and older guys is just complacency. It's just, staying hungry, staying connected. You have a lot of guys that are in roles, so how do you continue to challenge yourself to be better within that role? And you have other guys that are trying to increase their roles. So I think the biggest thing for us is just to continue to make sure that we recognize what made us successful last year and continue to play to that. And that formula hasn't changed, from last year to this year on what we need to do to be successful again. Well, I think we have great comfort in practice. We've had people come by practice and seen us and talk about, where we're at compared to some younger teams that they've seen, out there. And again, it goes back to, for a communication standpoint, it's really easy. For practice standpoint, it's just the names of drills to, what you're doing offensively, defensively. And now it's just about trying to, take it even another notch and become better at it, really focusing in on the details, where when you got a younger group, maybe you're just trying to get that whole big picture in, and now you can really start to refine it a little bit. So, from a coaching standpoint, it makes things really easy because those guys lead the drills, lead the practices, really on their own. And they've done it so many times now.
What kind of role can we expect Tucker to play early on in the season?
Yeah, I think, like all of our guys, Tucker being a newcomer as well, they're just trying to find their roles and working hard to push each other every day. And when the season starts, that all kind of shakes it out. We still have a few more weeks left for that to unfold. But I think it's just, not just him, but all of our guys just, continuing to, find their role on this team and then to play their role to the best they can to help our team win. And that's what I love about our group is our group doesn't care, who gets the credit. They're all about winning. They always have been, and that's what makes this group of guys so fun to coach.
Along those lines with Tucker, Coach, you're with Greg when he coached his son. So two parts. What's the greatest challenge in coaching your son, and what's the biggest joy in doing that?
Yeah, I think the biggest joy anytime you get to coach your own son is just being there and being a part of the day to day. The games is one thing. I think it's more just practices and road trips and that interaction from a daily basis. Obviously, on the flip side of it, the negative side is it's your coach and dad at the same time, and even the teammates. I think people forget, even when Doug was playing for Greg McDermott. A large part of that success is hinging on how his teammates handle it, as well as how the father-son combo does. Obviously, Doug McDermott scored 3,000 points, so it was pretty easy for his teammates to really buy into Doug and what he was able to do out there. So, but again, I go back to, we have a great group of guys, so from that standpoint, it's been really easy, and it's been fun to be a part of that. As we're just getting started here, but part of that comes from the guys that we have in our locker room that make it so easy.
In terms of your non-conference schedule with last year's success, did that make it easier or harder to schedule these games? The neutral site games, they reach out to you?
Yeah, it was scheduling was a little bit better than maybe I anticipated. Sometimes when you have a lot of guys coming back, or it's harder to find games. But I felt it was a little bit of the opposite this year. I felt like there was a lot of people that were trying to find good games, as were we. So some of these neutral site opportunities came about because the other teams were looking to find a good game. We were trying to find a good game and find those opportunities. So from that standpoint, I thought it was great. The hard part is finding home and homes. But the neutral sites and the MTEs, those worked out well for us, at least on paper right now.
Hey, Coach, with Belmont coming to the league a year from now, would you be in favor of a 20-game schedule to ease some of the non-conference scheduling burdens that majors have?
Yeah, I think when you add a team like Belmont, who gives you, in general, they've always been really good. They give you two more quality games. So I think a 20-game schedule helps us, helps our league, helps everybody. If that's the direction they decide to go, I'd be all for it. Yeah, we're really excited about getting Iowa in here. He's played a lot of basketball, and he's played at a very high level, for a lot of years, and he had a great year last year. So he comes in and on a team with a lot of veterans. What I love best about him, he's just a great teammate. Whatever his role ends up being, he'll fill it to the best that he can. He's unbelievable with our guys. I love what he brings to the table for us. He can play multiple positions. He can really shoot it. He can facilitate. He can defend. So excited about having him be a part of our team, and I know our guys are as well.
Coach, you know a lot about the older guys, but when you are starting five, but when you look at the depth of this team, when it's key for you all, who are some of the guys that have maybe emerged or have really stepped up in that kind of second wave this offseason?
Yeah, the good part is we have a lot of guys that have. I really feel strongly about all of our guys. I think from a coaching standpoint, it's a tough spot to be in because we have a lot of players that I have no problem putting out there on any given night. You just can't play everybody. That's the hard part. But I think we've had multiple guys that have had great summers, have really improved their games, and they'll continue to do it. With the extra COVID year, it's made it a little tougher. Patience is going to have to become part of what some of these guys are having to work through when you get guys back. So that normal kind of, I guess, rotation, where a guy leaves and now it's your turn. It just got delayed a year. So, but to our guys' credit, I think they've all put in a tremendous amount of time and effort to improve their own individual skills, to put themselves in a position to be ready to play. And as we've seen over our last 3 years, unfortunately, we've had some injuries where we've had to fill in for guys, and I think our guys have done a great job of continuing to stay ready, so when their opportunity does come, they're ready to take advantage of it.
Coach, since you've come in here, you've been at the top or led the league in scoring. Do you have a number of possessions you want per game or a point total that you guys in your game plans when you practice?
Yeah, we don't really have it. We just tell them to play fast, and whatever that ends up being, we'll take it. But we really want to be the aggressor on offense on makes and misses. We just feel like it's a fun way to play. We like creating some opportunities in those first 10 seconds of shot clocks. I think it's much easier to score, in an open floor than it is against a set defense. And I think what's really helped us this past year was we matched our defense to our offense. We went from our first 2 years of playing a little more packed and a little more connected to a much more aggressive, getting in passing lanes, pressing. So we're playing fast now on both ends. I think that's really helped us at the offensive end, because you're getting some of those steals that lead to breakaways and some of those opportunities. And sometimes just getting a layup, can spark your offense a little bit. So I really like the direction we're in right now, or where we're at offensively and defensively, just trying to be the aggressor every night. I know our guys enjoy playing that way.
When it comes to how much you guys have accomplished in the 3 years, the Schickler Challenge was announced today. National renovations coming, along with NCAA tournament banners and all that. How much has changed in the 3 years here, including what's on the horizon?
Yeah, I really love all the energy around town that is surrounding our program, and not just our program, but all of our athletic programs here. I think it's been really fun to kind of see where we're heading and where we think we can go as a department, and specifically as a men's basketball program. But with the renovation of the Knapp Center, coming, some of the other kind of upgrades and facilities we have, and some of the resources that have become available here in these last couple years, it's really awesome to see what this could become. We do have some high aspirations of what we want this to look like, 3, 5, 10 years from now, and the important part is that we just continue to make progress, continue to try to sustain it, because it's hard. I mean, it's hard to win at any level. So, staying there is not easy. You got to continue to get great players and guys that are all connected and willing to do that. But when you have a community that supports us the way we do, I have no doubt that we can continue to grow and do some great things here. Yeah, I think one of the lessons is that once you get there, anything's possible. We were able to win that opening night against Wichita in what was a great game, ended up being a great game, a little ugly at times, but and then go on and play USC in that second game, and in a game where we felt we were right there, just kind of ran out of gas as it went. But you see a team like USC in the tournament get hot, or you see a team like Oregon State, Loyola from our league, You get there and you can go create your own opportunities. And that's the thing I think that our guys have taken away from that. What we had last year was we got there, we were able to win a game, we were able to advance. They got a little taste of it. And I know that's a little bit of why I feel like our workouts have been so good this summer and fall, is they want to get back. They want to experience that again. And that's what you want right now.